Okay, okay, yeah, I see it. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, somehow we don't hear you, Yuichi.
Oh, I was muted. Chapter 6. Living for a Great Desire. Jenner and Smallpox. Edward Jenner, 1749 to 1823, is famous for saving mankind from smallpox. His first love was natural history, and he devoted himself to the study of birds. On learning about the centuries-old scourge of smallpox, he formed a great desire to end the suffering caused by the dread disease. Jenner became fascinated by anecdotal evidence that men and women who contracted cowpox from milking dairy cows never came down with smallpox. He carefully gathered a large body of such evidence and then went to London, where he became a pupil of John Hunter and sought his advice. Encouraged by the great doctor to pursue his dream, he performed many experiments and observed the results with the greatest of care. His confidence grew. His breakthrough came on May 14, 1796, when he took pus from the hands of Sarah Nelms, a milkmaid infected with cowpox, and deposited it in scratches on the arms of an 8-year-old boy named James Phipps. This was the first ever case of what we now call vaccination. Once Jenner had assembled rock-hard evidence of the efficacy of the treatment, he published his findings and stirred up a storm of criticism. Some of his opponents claimed that people inoculated with cowpox would grow horns. Jenner responded calmly and patiently to all protests, sparing no effort to improve the welfare of society and mankind. In the 19th century alone, tens of millions of lives were saved. Finally, in 1979, the World Health Organization declared smallpox officially eradicated from the planet. Benefactors of mankind whose great deeds earned them a place in history are inevitably motivated by an intense desire to see their vision come true, and they make ceaseless efforts toward that end, come what may. So today's story is about having great desire or having purpose larger than ourselves or self-transcendent purpose. When we have such purpose and aim to achieve that, we can overcome any obstacles and continue decades of effort fighting against a lot of criticism or hardships. Usually our desire is much small or miscellaneous, and usually it's selfish. It's not about other people, it's about all about ourselves. So that's why it's called blind passions in Buddhism. But for we have a different kind of desire, like Jenner. We want to contribute to the mankind or the whole the community and the other people. So when we forget ourselves and focus on the benefit and interest of other people, uh, aiming for that purpose, such desire is very noble, and it's close to body mind that Buddha taught. in Sanskrit, bodhicitta. Yeah, bodhicitta means trying to achieve enlightenment, that mindset. Of course, it's our own enlightenment, but this is a great feature of Pure Land Buddhism. We don't care only for our own improvement, but we try to take care of other people's improvement too. And we try to achieve this purpose all together with our Buddhist friends. This is very different from our own selfish purpose or selfish desire. That's why it's very noble. And actually, this is the mind of Amida Buddha. And Amida Buddha had the greatest desire to grant true happiness to all sentient beings. So actually, what Jenna did is the epitome of what Amida Buddha did for all sentient beings. So each time, for Pure Land Buddhists, when we read this story, we should remind ourselves of the great endeavor and hardship that Amida Buddha went through. And also we try to kind of imitate what Buddha did. Of course, we don't have such Buddha nature yet, but imitating what compassion Buddha practiced is already a great good deed. So we can all have similar desire as Jenner. Although we are not such a great scientist, but we have our own field, and especially in our Buddhist practice, sharing Buddhism and encouraging other people. This is already a great desire, and all those good deeds will eventually come back to us. Okay, that's, I think, what we can learn from today's story.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Yuichi. And let's go towards the light. We will have the webinars. Well, it's the continuation from last Saturday if you haven't finished it. So yeah, if you don't know the link or the password, please reach out. Okay, good night. Bye.